Bonjour! Welcome to Unit 5. If you watched the Unit 4 test prep video, you'll know that I said we were going to move quite quickly through Unit 5. That was not a lie. So we're starting today with Lesson 17. Like every other first lesson per unit, Lesson 17 has a lot of new vocabulary. So the next 3 videos are going to be pretty much all vocab. Our theme for the unit is Vive le sport, long live sports. So there's a lot of sports vocabulary, some body vocabulary, movement vocabulary. It's pretty fun. And there's fun grammar in this unit as well. So starting off today in this video, we're talking about sports. Lesson 17, les sports individuels, individual sports. So in English, when we say the word sport, we generally think of team sports, but the context in French is different. In French, sport is like any physical activity, kind of, okay? So not necessarily team sports. You'll see what I mean in a second when I start giving you a big long list of different sports. All will become clear at that point. But first, some sort of conversational vocabulary. Tu es sportif, or tu es sportive. You know this word from French 1? It means athletic. Are you athletic? Oui, je fais du sport. Oui, je fais du sport. Yeah, I do sports. Are you athletic? Yeah, I do sports. Right? Fais, and then du sport. Okay, pay attention to this construction. It will come back later. Quel sport est-ce que tu pratiques? Quel sport est-ce que tu pratiques? What sports do you do? Okay, you can see here that the word they use is not faire, to do or to make, but pratiquer, regular ER verb, pratiquer, it'll be over here in just a minute. It means practice, but not necessarily in the sense that we use practice in English, which means like, oh, I'm going to go practice basketball, like I'm going to go do drills or whatever. It means practice as in like to practice medicine, right? Like I do medicine, I practice medicine. In French, you can practice a sport, meaning you do that sport. So, quel sport est-ce que tu pratiques? What sports do you do? Je fais de la gymnastique et du jogging. Je fais de la gymnastique et du jogging. Obviously, gymnastique is gymnastics, and jogging is jogging. Okay, so this is what I mean about how in French you can say sport, to mean things like jogging. That's a sport in French. So it's a different context for the word. Est-ce que tu cours beaucoup? Est-ce que tu cours beaucoup? Okay, this is a new verb. I'll show you how to conjugate it on the next slide, but it means to run. Do you run a lot? Est-ce que tu cours beaucoup? Je cours 20 km par semaine. I run 20 kilometers per week. So I guess yes. Oh, and then like I said, the word pratiquer, this is just the infinitive form of it, so you can see it's a regular ER verb. Okay, next slide. This is how you conjugate courir. That verb I just said means to run. Courir, to run. And it is conjugated comme ça. Je cours, tu cours, il elle court, nous courons, vous courez, il elle court. It's irregular, but it follows a similar pattern as some other irregular verbs you've learned. SST, ONSEZ, ENT. Okay, and then the past participle is couru. Couru. J'ai couru, I ran. That's the verb, courir. And now, I'm going to give you a bunch of sports. This slide is kind of ugly. I'm going to apologize in advance. It's a big list of sports. So, let's take a look at them. The masculine words are on the left and the feminine words are on the right. Just FYI. So, le jogging, jogging. L'escalade, L'escalade means rock climbing. Rock climbing. Le patinage. Le patinage is ice skating. Ice skating. La marche à pied is walking. Or hiking. Le patin à roulettes. Le patin à roulettes. Le patin à roulettes is rollerblading? Roller skating. Sorry, I get this one and the next one and the one under it confused. Roller skating, so 4 wheels on a skate. La gym, or la gymnastique, is gymnastics. You can shorten it to gym. Le roller is inline skating. Inline skating, so like roller blading in English. La natation is swimming. Le skateboard is skateboarding. La voile is sailing. Le ski is skiing. La planche à voile is windsurfing. Windsurfing, so you've got kind of a surfboard-like base, but there's a sail on it, and you're using the wind to sail around on that. That's what windsurfing is. Le surf, surfing. Le snowboard, or le surf des neiges, is snowboarding, obviously, or snow surfing, right here. I see this more. Le snowboard is more common. This is probably more common in Canada, if I were guessing. Le vélo, it's biking. Le vélo means a bike. And le VTT, which is mountain biking. Mountain biking. It stands for vélo tout terrain, like all-terrain bike, mountain biking. Okay, so these are some sports, some athletic activities. Now, how do I say I do this? How would I say, like, I do skateboarding? Which I do not, but if I were going to lie to someone, what would I say? Well, there's a construction that we use, and it is this. The verb faire, plus du, de la, or de l'apostrophe, plus the name of the sport. So earlier, when I had the answer, oui, je fais du sport, that's faire du sport, right? So it's the same construction for if you're saying I do a specific sport. Je fais du vélo. Je fais du vélo. I do biking, right? So faire, conjugated for je, du vélo. And if you can think back to the last time we looked at du, de la, and de l'apostrophe, or any other similar contractions, du is de plus le, right? So since vélo is masculine, le vélo, it's du. Eric fait de la voile. Eric fait de la voile. Eric does sailing. So because la voile is feminine, it's de la, right? De la. Nous faisons de l'escalade. Nous faisons de l'escalade. We do rock climbing. Rock climbing, l'escalade starts with a vowel, so it's de l'apostrophe. Easy as. Not too hard. I think that's it. Nope, one more. Just in a negative sentence. Je ne fais pas de ski. Je ne fais pas de ski. Right, so just ne pas around the verb. And then, since it's a negative sentence, du de l'apostrophe, change to de. Right? Je ne fais pas de ski. I don't ski. And I don't. Okay. C'est tout. That's it for this video. Let's look at your practice so you can see what's going on. You are just, really this is a practicing, figuring out what's happening in these pictures. So, photo de vacances, dites ce que les amis ont fait pendant les vacances, utilisez le passé composé. Okay, say what the following people are doing during their vacation, use the passé composé. Okay, this is important because in the examples I just showed you, they were all in the present tense, right? Faire, du, de l'apostrophe, name of sport. So these are in the passé composé, so faire has to be in the passé composé. That's the only thing that's going to change. So let's look at this. Olivier, his name's Oliver here. We're going to call him Olivier. He seems to be skiing. He is skiing. He's got 2 skis, he's got the ski poles. Okay. So, if our formula is faire plus du, de la, or de l'apostrophe, and then the name of the sport. So faire is first, but it's the passé composé, which you know is composed of 2 words, a helping verb and a past participle. The helping verb for faire is, everyone all together now, avoir. So avoir, conjugated for Olivier, is a. Olivier a. The past participle for faire is irregular. It is fait. A fait. Olivier a fait. Olivier did. Okay, so faire, then du de la, or de l'apostrophe, plus name of sport. Ski is masculine, le ski, so du ski. Olivier a fait du ski. Olivier did some skiing. That's it. That's what you're doing for this practice. Just practicing using that faire, du, de la, de l'apostrophe, name of sport construction, and a little bit of practice with the passé composé. But you'll notice all of these are just singular third person, either il or elle. So they'll all be a fait, just like the one we just did. If you have any questions, let me know, and I will see you in the next video. Au revoir.